Hello, folks, and welcome to this special Let's Talk podcast. I'm Black Templar, and today we're going to be talking about the new 3rd edition Blood Bowl, which will have impact on Blood Bowl 3. But I'm not alone in this. I have 3 very important guests with me who have played Blood Bowl with me and also know a bit. First off, I'd like to introduce the man of chaos who loves to cause chaos, even though he didn't win a title in the YouTuber League, but he's always loved to cause chaos. Please welcome Mr. Scythe.
No.
Next is a multi-time YouTube Blood Bowl winner known as the Scaly Ogre and a master of causing dissent and disorder. I please welcome Mr. Oathmaster.
Hello, it's time to talk about Blood Bowl.
And finally,
it's only been forever since I listened to Blood Bowl. I don't remember how Bob sounds.
and finally, another gentleman who is also a former YouTube champion and also the former commission and currently a comic artist and writer, Mr. Gladiator.
What's up? A minute.
It has been a minute, hasn't it? For us at least, because we haven't really played Blood Bowl since our last YouTuber League at the very least.
Yep. So, as you well know, gentlemen, we have the new edition out. So I'm going to explain some of the new rules and regulations and the teams, and you guys give your thoughts. You ready to go?
Yes.
Yep. So the first change was the kickoff table. Now, we have one full change and one just word changing. The word changing is that we have no more blitz. Instead, we have a thing called charge, which is just blitz, but with a new name.
Does it actually play differently, or is it just literally a rename?
It's just literally a rename.
And of
course, blitz. Okay.
Yeah, it seems confusing, but I know Blood Bowl 3, the newer rules, it's kind of limited to how blitz was when we played Blood Bowl 2, where the entire friggin' team can charge you.
Yeah.
Now, we played Blood Bowl 3 before we entered the YouTuber League. It allows like a select number of players to do the blitz instead of the entire team.
Yeah, it's the same one, but it's just a name change. However, the newest thing that's come in for Blood Bowl, we've got rid of Auspicious Ref. He's now gone because apparently a lot of people said that this ref kind of how can I put it, like changed the game dramatically when the player got sent off for the entire game. But
yep, he got killed off, man.
Yeah.
But that was like the Devil 1 or something like that there, where they just immediately are ejected, especially at the start of a game. Because not only are you losing a player, I think that also potentially means you lose a player for that drive too, so you're down to 10.
Yep. But they've changed it now to a new one called, I'm going to have to read this properly because it sounds weird, I'll admit this. It is called Suspicious Sandwich. Basically,
that was tasty.
I know it sounds weird, but the way the Suspicious Sandwich works, right? Both managers roll a d6. Whoever's the loser, one player must roll a d6. On a roll of a 2 to 6, the player suffers a -1 and minus armor penalty because the sandwich does not agree with him and is causing havoc with his innards.
My stomach hurts.
However,
I got a tummy ache.
However, if he rolls a 1, the sandwich is so bad the poor man has to run to the toilet and has to miss the drive. So basically, he goes off to the reserve because he's on the toilet, can't get off.
You know, it's kind of confusing almost though, if it was a treatment, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how that's working. I'll admit that, yeah.
Fertilizer is good at spraying all over the yard as they run off the pitch.
Yep, he's dumping some sap, that's all.
Ew, sticky.
Yeah. So that's the end of the kickoff change. The next change, we have a new rule for the teams. We have now something called the Brawling Brutes. Now, this is a team thing. The way that works is, if you have the Brawling Brute name, any injury you cause, you get 3 SPP instead of 2.
That's good.
However,
punchy teams get to level up fast now.
However, if you score a touchdown, it counts as 2 SPP, not 3. So there is a trade-off.
Who cares? We're punching the other team into oblivion anyway.
Punchy, killy.
That's right. Favors Bashy not winning.
Yeah, where was this with my scaly ogres in Blood Bowl 2? Jeez.
Right?
Well,
My
only
ogres would love that.
well, only a handful of teams have got it, but we'll get to them later. The newest thing we have now is also, this is on some teams as well, called Team Captain. Now, the way this works is quite simple. You pick a player with any team that has that ability, you pick a player, that player automatically gets the pro skill. Now,
Fancy.
the trade-off is he has to be on the pitch regardless. And even if he dies, you got to pick a new player to become the new captain.
Huh, that's a team-wide thing there that could happen.
No, it's an automatic thing. When you make a list, you've got to pick that person to be a captain.
Oh, it's for all the teams. Okay, interesting.
Well, yeah, but it's not all of them. Certain teams have got it, but we'll get to the ones who have got it. And also, the skills have changed. Now, in the old rules, you would have to get to 8 to get a random, secondary pick. Not anymore. You've got 3 for your first prime pick, 6, you can pick anything you want. 10 will get you a secondary, and to get a stat, it's gone down from 18 to 14 for your first one.
Yeah, it's still a random stat, huh? So something that's not as appealing if you want something specific.
Yeah, but it's easier to get a hold of than it used to be.
That's good though. At least it's easier.
Yep.
Yeah,
Still
unfortunately,
not
only
as
very
consistent,
specific. Yeah, only very few types of players would probably care about multiple stat ups there, if they got any of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Also, we have a new skill set called devious skills. Now, devious skills are basically dirty tackling, fouling, and naughty shenanigans.
That's all it is
Yes,
in a nutshell.
But however, this set skill is only given to certain teams. Not all teams can have it.
Golems has to be one of them,
Ooh.
right?
Better be some of the stunty team.
Yeah, some of the teams do get it, but not all. If you don't have the D in your profile, you can't have it.
The D, huh?
Could you
I'm interested in how that
elaborate
would
which teams, or are we going to do that when you actually speak about each team?
The teams that usually have that kind of power would be something like the Blackhawks would have it because is their primary on it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. For the Goblin Bruisers, they have primary A and primary D. I see now.
Yep, that's the D. And there is
give them the D.
Not only that,
the D.
Yeah. So we've got a few little Monkey D. Luffy's lurking about here.
Yep, and looking at the Blackhawks, I see the Brawling Brute special rule you talked about earlier on them for the SPP
secondary
game.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So there is a lot of changes. I mean, the main game itself hasn't changed. There's been new skills, new revised skills, and also we've got a new skill set. So that's pretty much the entirety of the main rules, pretty much.
I got a good question for you, Black.
Shoot.
Now, how long is it going to take for Blood Bowl 3 to get updated with these rule sets?
Well, apparently that was confirmed a couple of weeks ago that they will try and get it for the next season in 2026. The first season, apparently.
Believe it. I don't believe it until it happens.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see it to believe it. Although it would be nice if they were able to update it. It'll help with Blood Bowl quite tremendously on PC.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see when we get there.
When we get there. And now, for the main event. I think the event everybody wants to know about. The teams. What has happened to them?
Yes.
So
give us the deets.
Yep. So the first one we're going to start with is the Amazon team. Oh, before we begin, there's one rule I forgot to mention. That just reminded me, because someone's got something here. The new rule as well is called Secure Ball. That's one of the new rules. Now, the way this works is, it doesn't matter what agility you are, as long as you are not unsteady or a big guy, as long as no one is within 2 of you, you could pick up the ball on a 2+.
Nice.
Yep. So basically,
I believe from what you told me before, that we have to forfeit the rest of our move to pick it up on a 2+. Was it?
Yep. You have to forfeit the rest of your move. So basically, if you got let's say you've got a Saurai in the back, there's no one about, doesn't matter what his agility is, he could pick the ball up on a 2+.
So good for Saurus, but wait.
Yep. It's
Yes,
also
I feel bad for the poor
Okay.
ogre teams though. You want them to get the ball and murder everyone
Wait,
on the way.
doesn't the
Actually,
Saurus? I think when I was looking through the rules, don't the Saurus have a new skill to them for that?
they do indeed,
Ooh,
which
I
will
look forward to seeing it when we get to it.
when we get to it. So, let's get to the teams first. So Amazons. Now the Amazons did have, I think, one change, but it's only their Jaguar Warrior. But the rest of the gals, they've got dodge. They're pretty much the same, but the Jaguar Warrior, who is the big like brawling person in the team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
strength
importantly,
4.
the Amazon's actually got a remake or a new team models
Ye-
since we played them in Blood Bowl 2 as
Yeah.
well. That's the note.
Yes, they are. They've. You see, most of the races have had reworks, and this is one of them. Um, you've got the Eagle Warriors, who are just the normal line women. Now, you may have noticed there's no blitzer, like proper blood pieces in the Amazonian team.
Well, there technically is. They do have a blitzer. It's just they don't have block immediately.
Yeah, they don't start with blocks, so you don't got like in Blood Bowl 2 four. Was it literally four
I think
blodge
it was
players to
4.
start off with?
Yeah, but now they're gone. So
Yeah, they don't start with any block.
nope.
Just like the Norse. Wait a minute, I take that back. Norse starts with all block. They don't
Yep.
they don't have any dodge.
No, but the Norse though they got some interesting tricks. But look at that. So one of the skills that got reworked was defensive. Now the way this works is, say for example, if you try to dodge out away from the player who's got this ability, if they fall and get injured, the person with the armbar will get SSP as though he or she did the casualty.
Interesting. Don't know how likely we'll realistically get injuries from failed dodges, so you would need something to kind of pile on the pressure, I guess,
Yep.
like tackle and things like that.
Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much the Amazonians in a nutshell, because they're the Phalanx Warrior, the human thrower, on the ball, which is basically when the ball gets kicked in the air, they're given a free turn to get free movement to get near the ball before it lands.
Yeah, I think that was something was that like that was on Blood Bowl 2 as well, where we had one player gets like a little bit of movement for a kick
It's
off.
like a kick return or something like that.
Sort of, yes. And you've also got safe pass, which is basically when you make a pass, it's harder for players to try to intercept.
I don't. Granted, with us being more Blood Bowl 2 players, what is hit and run?
Right, hit and run is basically if you punch a player, you get a free movement to get away without doing dodges or penalties.
Cool.
So avoid getting stuck in tackle zones unless you want to tie up players, which is kind of on theme with Amazon's a little bit, considering how squishy they are.
You know something else? Flipping hit and run is actually probably really good at breaking in cages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, would be.
Yeah, because your blitzer can conveniently get out of the way too there, allowing you to mark the player with someone better, or at least the ball carrier.
Be a blitz to use hit and run, or could it just be regular block?
Any blitz or hit and or like regular block.
Oh, so you can actually your front line, if they don't get knocked down, can also move out of the way to open up space.
Yeah, but it's at the moment only the blitzers. We got two blitzers that's got it, but they're not the only ones who've got this hit and run trick. But it's a very unique, get
don't
around.
know. Do we? Is that a general skill or agility skill? Because I don't think we would get it for like a whole team, of course, but that would be interesting.
It's agility.
A strength skill is agility.
Yep.
Huh? I wouldn't think that would be an agility skill, considering it's called hit.
Yeah,
but I guess it's also run. It's kind of both.
Yeah, let me check for a second.
Okay.
I'll check a quick second because let's have a
I
look.
can see it being agility based because it's based on the
too,
premise
but-
to avoid the retaliation. Essentially, it's the idea of
I
hit
can
and
also see
run.
it being a general skill too, considering it's both like punching and dodging.
Yep, it's
And murdering.
It's agility skill.
Interesting. Okay. Don't put on your goblins then.
No. So let's move on to the next team, the Black
Speaking of
Orcs.
goblins,
Yep, the Black Orcs. Now, the Black Orcs haven't had much changes apart from the fact they've got the Brawling Brutes, which fits them to a T.
Yes.
But the biggest change is their Troll. Now, in the old rules, in Blood Bowl 2 and in Blood Bowl 3, they always had Loner. Not anymore. They don't have it.
Good change.
So basically, if you want to re-roll the troll, you can now do it safely without penalty.
Yeah, I think in the previous version, at least in Blood Bowl 3, the loner was reduced by a number. Now it's completely removed, so yeah.
Yeah. But also, I forgot to mention as well, that one of the new things they've done as well, you know the throw teammate? Well, now, if you throw a teammate and the teammate has to you must throw it correctly, but if he lands safely without getting hurt or land on his backside, the player gets a point.
1 SPP, just like a regular pass.
Pretty much.
Which makes sense. Honestly, it's great for big guys to be able to get some XPP in a different way.
Oh,
or he'll just eat you guys.
Yep.
Which is also funny.
Usually the case. So what do you think, guys? Do you like that change with the big guy?
I think it's great for the Black Orcs. They really need it.
Yeah, definitely.
They also have the bribery and corruption, which means when you argue a call, you can re-roll the 1.
Also, another thing, the goblins, like I said before, they have the devious trait for their primary.
Yep, which they can have all the naughty little fun skills, like put the boot in.
But so does the Black Orcs for the secondary skill. So
yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah, you could be an absolute git with these new skills, because one new skills I'm going to show off is called put the boot in, which is basically guard with who left?
Lost internet.
Oh, it was you, Sype.
No, it was
Both lost internet.
Oh. Oaf. We'll continue. The new thing is the guard, which is basically like fouling with guard. Basically,
if someone's marking him, I guess it's like a guard.
Yeah. And I also made a mistake out defensive. Actually, I made a little mistake with defensive. My apologies here. Defensive basically means you can't use guard on them. That's the only thing you can't do with them. It's the armbar one. I got them mixed up. My apologies.
I was confused when you said this. Like, wait, what's armbar? Okay, what does that have to do with that? Which I know what armbar is, but
that's what armbar does. It's that's the one with the plus thing. Defensive is the one where guard can't be used against them.
Which actually is really good for some teams, especially if you're fighting against dwarves.
Yep. So, unfortunately, my guest off is out. Shall we wait for him?
He might rejoin later. I think it's best for you to continue.
Yep.
Considering Scythe has limited time.
Yep. So we'll continue. So next up, we're going to one of the brand new teams, the Bretonnians.
Brand new to Blood Bowl, like tabletop, but not brand new for Blood Bowl 2 players like us.
Oh no, it's not. It's not new to us when we played on the PC, but on the tabletop, this is their first.
But it is different.
Yep.
It is different.
So let's go through these, gentlemen. We have the Squires who've all got wrestle.
No more Finn.
Nope. Which it's pretty much anti-dwarf when you think about it.
Anti-dwarf. So they can still pound you into pieces because block's amazing.
Yes.
Yep. Welcome back, Oaf.
Yeah, I'm back there. Just modem. Internet just completely died there for a minute or so.
Yep.
Happens.
Yep. I just told him about the mistake I made with defensive. That was like prevents guard being used against you. That was my fault. Sorry about that. But we're just about to talk about Yep. We're talking about Bretonia now, because this is a team you told me you wanted to know about the most.
Yes. Now I got to remember where they are since I'm lost track of all these pages.
Second page down.
First set, second page.
Yeah.
There they are. Yes. Good old Bretonians. Getting rid of the team nobility, or the imperial nobility, I guess.
Well, imperial nobility is actually still in the game. They've now got separated.
They're dead to me.
Okay. So the first skill that we talk about wrestle, like we said, they're anti-dwarf, which I think that's pretty much, it's saying like, if you've got block, you are not going to knock them on their ass that easy.
So I guess they're also anti-Norse.
Yep,
and I also see the rerolls are finally cheaper, if only barely, 60 instead of 70k.
Yep.
Plus,
now we also have the new Bretonnian Knight Catcher, which has Catch, Dauntless, and Nerves of Steel. An interesting player to have Dauntless on, I must admit.
If it's anything like the other Bretonians, they don't. They don't really pass so much with the Bretonians, but they do have the possibility of catching, or for handoffs, I think you're realistically going to be moving the ball around with, as opposed to actual passing. But they do have a throw, apparently.
Compared to our Blood Bowl 2 counterparts, they did kind of separate the knights to have being specialized in certain things. The catchers have agility, the throwers have, of course, the pass, and then the blitzers, the Grail Knights, have strength.
Yep.
So it's a small nerf in that one regard.
Yep.
Yeah, the Grail Knights or the blitzers were a lot more expensive, but it doesn't look like they have any cheap players with the Squires now, so they probably are ultimately a more expensive team, if I had to guess.
Yep. I mean, we've got the thrower. He has Dauntless and Nerves of Steel and Pass. So basically, he's just a catcher, but with just pass instead of catch. You know what I mean?
Yep. Still
also,
need that sure hands,
knights.
though.
If I remember correctly, there's only 4 in the past, wasn't it?
Yeah, only 4, but they have 6.
You could give 4 Grail Knights, 4 blockers, and then you could fill up the rest with Squires, essentially.
There is no more. What was in the past? The ones that had wrestle. Not these.
Yeah,
guys,
they were the blockers. They were the blockers, basically. There was the peasants, which are now the Squires here, essentially. They're just more expensive.
Yep. And finally, the Grail Knight, who is armor 10 plus, so he's a big beefy boy, but he's got
fancy
Dauntless.
Which is basically our Blood Bowl 2's equivalent of armor 9, essentially.
Yep. But he does have a new skill. This is the brand new skill called Steady Footing. Now, the way this works is if the player trips, fails to go for it, or gets knocked down on a roll of a 6, he ignores it.
So it's not like the previous one where I think the skill might still be in here somewhere of Stand Firm.
Yeah. No, Stand Firm's still there. It's a new separate skill, which basically, for example, say you smack him right in the kisser. If he rolls a 6, he ignores it. Just stands still. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, just a 1 in 6 chance of ignoring the result there. Is it just on knockdown specifically, or any kind of result on him?
It's any knockdown, failure to go for it, or failure to dodge.
Okay, so not something reliable that I would want to depend my game on if I could help it.
Yeah, if you can help it. You want to try and avoid that as much as possible.
Knowing you, Oath, you probably get it, and you'll get it on most of your crucial plays, except for the ones that you has nothing to do with
the one that matters
and kill. No. It's gonna be the one that matters, but it's gonna be the one that doesn't matter, and it's gonna kill your flipping blitzer.
No. So long as you keep the dang wizards away from me, please, not the wizard. Hey, think about the wizard.
Well,
turn into a frog and we'll squish him.
Ribbit.
Yep. And speaking of magic and chaos, let's go to the Chaos Chosen. Now,
favorite teams.
Yep. Now, Chaos have a special rule called Favored. Now, the way that works is you choose one of the gods, which is Undivided, Korn, or Nurgle. You pick one of them, and that's what inducements you'll get from it. We start with the Beastmen.
Yeah.
Who got a new skill, Fix Go.
And it makes sense considering they're goatmen.
Yep.
And they make decent blitzers too with horns. It's fun.
Although they did rise 5,000 more in price, but to be honest, it's a small price to pay for getting to stay on the pitch longer.
Granted, if I'm thinking correctly, that might still. I don't think you can get your 4 Chaos Chosen like you want to.
Ooh.
Without
the rerolls are 50K. Was it always like that for Blood Bowl 2? Or what? I thought it was 70K.
No, they used to be 60K. They went down 10.
Okay, so they offset it. All right, then you might be able to still get your full regular Chaos Chosen.
And then we have.
Yeah, you just wouldn't get a big guy for all of them.
Yep. Yeah, well, usually you never start with a big guy for Chaos Chosen unless you remove 2 of your not Chaos Chosen. You had to remove 2 of your Chaos Chosen and get a big guy to keep at least 2 rerolls.
Yep. And speaking of which, the Chaos Chosen pretty much the same, but with armbar now, which I gotta admit, it's kind of a unique skill to have on them because it means that if you try and dodge out and you slip and get yourself hurt, they can get free SPP without doing anything.
It's good against elves. It's good against things that have dodge. If they fail somehow, you get SPP. So it makes them a little bit easier to get SPP in that one regard. Because Chosen,
Yeah.
if they don't get their SPP to get blocked, they kind of suck.
Yep.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, aren't bars the one that puts the modifier to them dodging out of your tackle zones? Is it?
No, it's what it does is it just means if they fail to dodge and they get hurt, you get the full SPP whack. So
Okay. So basically, what I said about defensive in that case, you would probably need tackle or things to complement it.
no,
Otherwise, you
def-
don't expect anything from it.
no, what defense does, this is where I made wrong. I'll explain to you. Defense means you can't use God against them.
All right. Well, that's definitely decent for the Amazons, considering how fragile they can be, and especially with no big guy or strength 4 heavy hitters.
And then you've got your big guys. You could choose one, which is either the Troll, Ogre, or Minotaur.
Wait, you were actually wrong.
Yeah.
The Jaguar Warriors, the Amazons have strength 4.
Ooh, okay. That's well. I'm completely wrong. Then Amazons aren't going to be the squishy fodder anymore.
So you've got your 3 big guys. The Troll has cheapened a little bit from 120 to 115.
Cheapest
It's all
big guy there
115.
is.
Yeah, the big Troll. Yeah. I mean the ogres and the ogre and the Minotaur, they're the same, but I mean the cheaper Troll. I mean it's way of
The Troll always was 115.
previously he went up by 5, then they put him back down.
I'm going by Blood Bowl 2. I'm pretty sure in
Yeah.
Blood Bowl 2 he was always 115.
He definitely was hands down the cheapest big guy without a doubt.
Yep.
Do know that.
Mm-hmm. Now let's move on to another Chaos faction, the Chaos Dwarfs. Now,
We also got a brand new team roster from when we last played Blood Bowl 2 with him.
yep. Now
See
their
that?
their changes are massive because one, none of them have tackle, for starters.
Ooh, they got a bit of a nerf though too.
So you've got the Hobgoblin linemen, but they haven't changed. They're the same, cheap, but they have
They got a nerf though. They don't have general access. They have devious, but they don't have this is
Yeah.
secondary. They
yeah.
don't have general access to their linemen. That's pretty
Interesting.
bad.
That's pretty bad, yeah. Sneaky Stabber. Now, shadowing has changed. Way shadow works now, if you try and dodge out and this person has shadow, on a roll of a 4+, they follow you. No longer it's 6 or 5, it's straight 4, no matter what. And it keeps...
That's a buff for shadowing, so that's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it keeps going
Yeah.
until the player who has it runs out of moves to do it.
Okay, cool.
Then you have the Chaos Blockers. Now, the Dwarf Blockers are 70k, cheaper than they used to be, which were 80k. But they have now...
Yeah, but was it worth it?
but here's the new skills. They have Block, Fixed Skull, but this is a new one, Iron Hard Skin. What that means is you cannot use Claw or Mighty Blow or any modifier against them. You have to straight up beat their armor of a 10+.
Okay, I remember iron hard skin being a thing in the past where it just removes claws, so it is a buff for that since you can't use iron or not. You can't use mighty blow against it now, so that's kind of interesting.
Yep. So
Pretty good,
basically,
Yeah,
yep. So
yeah,
basically,
dwarves are retaining their ability to stay on the pitch, apparently.
yep. So basically, you can't. You have to literally out break their armor. So they're going to be very hard to shift. We also have a new player called a Flamesmith. He has
Ooh, do tricks for us.
Brawler, Disturbing Presence, Fixed Skull, and Breathes Fire. Now,
What does
Breathe.
breathe fire do since no one wants to ask him the question?
Yep. So
Fun.
Hot stuff.
yep, what Breathe Fire does is, instead of blocking, he breathes fire. If he rolls a 1 to 3, he does nothing. If he rolls a 4 to 6, the player gets knocked down.
Okay, if he
Interesting way
to take
knocks
a
them
big guy.
down and is able to break their armor and injure them, does he get SPP?
No, he doesn't roll for armor. It just knocks him down. That's it.
Oh, that's kind of flipping lame.
It may be lame, but at the same time, it's a skill they can do where you if you got a cage, and it's got you face like a big guy, you go boom, burn your face off.
I guess that's true. You fight a big guy, you can take him down, and then you can foul him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, are you able to move and still breathe fire there, which then potentially sets up nicely for a blitz afterwards?
Let me check. Nope, he has to. He has to declare that as
probably
his
similar
action.
stab.
Yeah, similar to stab. He has to declare the action first to do it.
Or if you can move first, then do it though, or declare
Yeah,
it
that's
then
kind.
move, because I think that's how stab used to work.
Yeah, that's what I was genuinely curious about. If you could still move there, that sets up nicely for blitz and cage breaking with two potential ways to hit a moving cage.
It's been so long since I played flipping Blood Bowl, so I can't remember how stab used to work.
Yeah.
Either way, still not as great as he was in the past because flipping he originally had block. I would prefer just 2 more Chaos Door blockers, my opinion, but whatever.
Yeah, you can use Breathfire in a blitz action if you decide to move. If you want to move him, but it has to be used as a blitz action, or if
Okay.
or you gotta be right in his face. Next is the
Okay. So,
yep. So next is the Bull Centaurs. Now the Bull Centaurs, they've still got the same skills they had, but the only change is they're unsteady. Now unsteady means they don't get to secure the ball rule, which everybody gets. So basically, they've got to go by their natural agility for ball handling.
can you imagine how ridiculous it'd be to give the Bull Centaurs 2+ to pick up the ball?
They would be so broken, it would be unreal.
Right.
Too bad you're
almost
not a
be like a
flipping
Star Wars
Chaos
picking it
Chosen,
up.
buddy.
Yep. And last but not least, we have their Minotaur.
Yes,
Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Mm-hmm. Now,
They no longer list him as a flipping slave Minotaur either, so F all you.
He's his own Minotaur now.
Yep.
He's moving up in the world.
Next, we have the Chaos Renegade team. Now, the Renegade team has a special rule called Favored as well, but they must choose one of the 4 gods.
Another Minotaur.
Yep. So you can either be Korn, Nurgle, Slash, or Zinch, or Undivided. One of the 5, you choose. That's what you're getting for the inducements.
Yep, just comes down to what inducements you like.
Yep. Now, one of the changes that has come in is the Renegade Thrower. He has had a change. He's no longer. He's no
We
longer.
already talked about it a little bit before
Yeah.
this, but yeah, he has sure hands.
Yep. But he does not have 2+ pass. So he is a little weaker, but it was a trade-off.
He's essentially just a regular human thrower now, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Looks
And-
like it. With animosity.
Yep. And you have all the big guys of your choice: Rat Ogre, Minotaur, Ogre, or Troll.
Punchy, punchy.
Minotaur's better
3
than Rat Ogre.
times.
Yep. But the good news is with the Chaos Renegades, you can choose all 3 out of the 4 to play as your front line.
Lots of punchy.
Minotaur punch everything.
Big guys.
Mm-hmm.
All the big chaos guys.
Next
yeah.
is the Dark Elves team. Now they got the biggest.
Boo.
They got the biggest change of the ball. This is going to be a theme for some teams because they go by what's in the starter box. So basically, for example, in the Dark Elf team, they only have 2 blitzers instead of 4.
They're weaker.
Yep, not as blitzy. Or
Yeah.
have only their 2 main blockers to start off with.
Yep. Now they do have Now their rerolls did get cheaper a bit from 60 to 50,000. Now the assassin and the elf runner have also had changes. For example, for the elf runner, we have dump off and punt. Now punt's another new skill. Basically, what that does is you could declare a punt after a move, kick it down the field. So you have to.
Isn't it similar to a pass? But
sort of.
you don't really select anything.
All you gotta select is where you want to like kick the ball, because it kicks
Yeah,
on the
so
ground.
it's like flipping a pass of the past, where you can select a flipping square that no one's in. Because I don't think you can do that anymore, right?
No, you can still do it. It just means you get
So
minuses.
punch.
Yeah,
Oh, negative modifiers for longer distances, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yep.
Because in the past, in Blood Bowl 2, you can just select a square that no one's at, And if you're elves, you can deny a flipping strength team a touchdown because most of their guys push forward or push you back. And it's like, okay, you're not in the backfield no more, so I'm gonna pass it that way, buddy. You can't do nothing about it. And I'm gonna just run to it and pick it up.
Yep. Well, the way punt is, you pick where it goes, you kick it, and you roll a d6. That d6 is how many times that ball bounces in a straight line. Now,
Yep.
here's the catch. It does not.
You mean foot?
Well, it does not class as a turnover. The only way it can be classed as a turnover if the opponent somehow catches the ball or it goes off the pitch.
Okay, so
Interesting.
it has a bit of a interesting dynamic to it. It's essentially what I just said, but now it doesn't turn over.
Yep.
Yeah, you can have a player nearby still pick it up on the same turn if you plan for it.
Yep. Also, we have the assassins who have got shadowing, stab, and hit and run.
Are they going to be any good now with stab? How has it changed?
Stab.
Assassin's already had stab.
He already had stab, but the reason
They don't have hit and run.
no. But however, here's the catch. If you use stab, hit and run will activate with it. So
So you
basically,
can run away now.
yep.
Cool. About time, because the assassins were never flipping good.
Nope.
They
Yeah.
probably still not gonna be very good, but you lost
Yeah.
2 blitzers, so you're gonna have to go ahead and get them.
Yep.
Yeah, especially if for stab, they have to be starting to turn next to a target.
Yep. And going from elf to the beardy cheats, the dwarfs.
I'm talking about the witch elf.
Boo.
Man, I guess you just don't like women or something.
How could you, Black?
But anyhow, the dwarves have the brawling brute, and they have bribery and corruption. So,
Yeah, they-
yep. So the biggest thing we could take from the dwarves is none of them have tackle anymore. They've lost all the tackle.
I see that. I didn't even see that.
Yep. They've all lost.
And the
their-
linemen have devious, I see, for the primaries.
Yep. But they all got defensive, so that means guard will not work against them.
Wait, you're wrong. The blitzers still have tackle, so F you.
Well, he has tackle, but he also has diving tackle.
Double the tackle.
However, his price, however, went from 80k to 100.
Makes sense.
Ooh, that's a steep increase just for diving tackle.
And tackle.
Oh, I guess that's fair. Blitzers didn't have tackle today. It was
No.
the linemen that
Yeah.
had the tackle.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, however, the runners have got a new skill. They got sprint.
Oh gosh. I just not realized the flipping llama has defensive, dude. Are you flipping kidding me?
Yep.
No guard on these dang dwarfs.
Yep, you can't use guard against them.
But they don't have the iron hard skin like the chaos dwarves do, apparently. So
no,
claw
no.
and might blow away.
Yep.
Why give one of the flipping punchiest teams in the entire game defensive? They're going to punch you down to begin with.
Because it's
So
probably
now
their
the
favorite
big guy
team.
teams. So now the big guy teams are going to get screwed now. This is flipping retarded. That's terrible design.
It's because the people who made it probably really like dwarfs,
Now,
so they
guess
just give them all the
so.
good stuff.
well, the thing is, though, I mean, it just means that you can't use guard against them. But I mean, a strength 4 guy can still knock that block off. But
Yeah.
you can-
Flipping. I'm talking about late game stuff here, dude.
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire dwarf team's going to have guard.
oh yeah,
Oh, guess what?
Oh,
Their
yeah.
entire lineman's going to have defensive. So you can't use guard against them. They're going to use guard against you because you're going to try to flip and get all the strength stuff to punch them. And you can't do anything because their armor value 10 plus.
yep.
So
mean-
the dwarves are not going to ever die. They're going to punch you down, kick your teeth in. The best thing you can do is just run away. That is terrible design, dude. I hate dwarves.
Who doesn't? But the dwarf runners have now got sprint, so they give them some way to get down the field a little quicker. But sprint on a runner seems a bit weird to me.
Yeah.
They buffed the dwarves, dude. They didn't have sprint before, I don't think.
They know they never had sprint. You never had it.
What is this, dude? This yeah, they got rid of tackle, great and dandy. So they're slightly weaker to elves. But
No, the
teams like
Blitzers still has tackle.
Yeah, but he's the only one.
I'm not counting the blister. I'm talking about the regular linemen. They
That's
got
good,
the
though,
regular
yeah.
linemen. Yeah, they lost flip and tackle, but they got defensive. So any strength team that they fight against, they're going to usually probably have the advantage because you can't use guard against them. That's stupid.
Yep.
Yep. However, the Troll Slayer has a new skill called Hatred. to trolls. Now, the way hatred works is when you roll a dice, if you have a, like him going down, he can re-roll it if he chooses
That's
to.
stupid.
Another buff to flipping dwarves when you fight trolls. Come on, dude. That's flipping retarded.
Very specific.
Yeah.
Oh, so
That's
goblin
play
teams are
ogre
just
teams.
straight up screwed here, dude.
Yep. So all I'm hearing is play ogres and you might win. Maybe.
Maybe.
Ogre crush things.
Well,
That's
Ogre
about
might
it.
crush
yeah.
things till Death Row shows up.
well,
Just make
Maybe
sure they
do a
score quick.
one-turn touchdown. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Maybe
Yeah.
do a one-turn touchdown.
That's it. And then get the death roller out immediately. That's it.
Yeah. yeah. And they also
Throw
have
the stunty.
but they've also have Brawling Brute, so that means they get the bonuses like when they punch an injured people, they get free SPP while they
Yeah,
only get 2 for
This dwarf team is super powered, dude. There's no nerf. Yeah, you got rid of tackle for the flipping lineman. Big deal. They have defensive now, and have a super buff for their dwarf slayer against trolls. Okay, yeah, they needed that. What the heck, dude? This is stupid. What? Who's in the right mind thought this is balanced?
Don't ask me.
Okay,
Dwarves,
But
whatever,
dwarves are ready to punch up, apparently.
whatever.
Yep. So we're gonna move on to the Elf Union. Now, the Elf Union, only 2 players have got changes. The Elf Linemen have now got Fumble Rooski, which is basically when you run, you can drop the ball, which won't count as a turnover, and keep on running.
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
It's
Ooh.
a small buff.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was the lineman who had that, which could be definitely useful for those odd situations where they just randomly get the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
While the
Mm.
while the thrower, their new skill is Hail Mary, which means they can
Hail Mary throws.
Yep, they can pass from great distances but they have to roll a 6 to even succeed. So it's 1 in 6 to get it off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's an option though.
It's an option.
Interesting.
And the Elf Catcher has diving, catch, and catch.
I think they already had those.
Yeah, they
Diving
did.
catch.
They
has
ha-
a skill, yeah.
They had catch
But-
and there's the steal,
cool.
but I don't think they. Yeah, diving catch. I
maybe
don't
they
think they
have
had
the
that
diving
before.
catch.
No,
But if I remember correctly, the elf catchers were strength 2. These are strength 3 now.
they got a buff in the strength department.
I need it, consider
Yeah,
how
maybe-
squished they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know in Blood Bowl 2 they were in these strength 3, but
But what
It
are they?
was-
I
yeah.
might be thinking Wood Elves, to be fair.
Oh, it's
yeah,
Wood
what
Elves
else was strength 2 there?
Yeah. Now, this is a team you lot have not heard of or seen before. One of the newer teams from the previous edition, the Gnomes.
They essentially
Never
look like
seen
flipping halflings.
They are.
They might as well be halflings. Let's cook them.
Basically.
Yeah. But here's most of the skills. Most of them have jump up, right
Yeah.
stuff, and wrestle. But except
Okay, so they're essentially flipping short. What's it called?
Kislev.
Yeah, short Kislev.
yeah, but
Hunty Kislev, yeah.
but here's the catch: they don't have dodge except for the fox.
Stunties without dodge. That's unusual.
Die.
Yeah, they're gonna just die. I mean, the fox has 6 armor. It's gonna die like on the first game.
Yeah, but
He has
here's
movement 7, but. Ugh.
but here's the thing about
But it has 6 armor.
Yep,
It's
but-
so bad.
he's not the
Yeah,
worst.
how the hell is this team going to survive, I wonder?
Dude, look at the flipping gnome battle or Beastmasters. Was that strength or is that armor value 5? I can't see it.
It's 8.
Or is that 8?
Eight.
It's
It's
8.
eight.
It's
Yeah.
kind of faded on this.
Yeah, it's kind of blurry.
Yeah. Well, let me explain the skills. I mean, the Beastmaster has guard, jump up, stunning, wrestle. So basically, he's just there just to try and help the team get some form of to equal some players.
Until you play
Dwarf Lyman
dwarves.
says no.
Now, Trickster, this is the illusions trick. Whenever you go into a punch, they have the chance to warp somewhere else.
Weird.
Now, the Fox, however, he is a bit of an interesting case. He has a
Be
thing
my
called-
ball.
Now, what my ball does is, if he has the ball, he can never pass it, drop it, or give it to someone else. He keeps it till either he scores or dies.
It's probably gonna
He's
be he
gonna
dies.
die. Yeah.
You'll stay still, you fox.
With that
You're gonna
armor
be a
value
geek.
6, dodge is probably gonna fail the first time and he's gonna get smashed.
Yep.
You're
He
gonna
does
be a
have
nice tasty
82
snack.
plus, so he is a little bit. He's kind of like a mini elf with less armor.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, the treemen, they have no loner. The two treemen.
That's good.
I mean, that's better. That's great.
Yeah.
They
It's
still,
an improvement.
still take root, but of course, without loner, you could re-roll that in a clutch moment if needed.
Wait, are they 40k? Are they more expensive than regular halflings?
Uh, yeah, they're 10 more.
Yeah, the linemen are 40k.
Yep, they're 10 more expensive than a regular halfling. Because
They have slightly better armor, but not by much. Yeah, these guys still want to die, especially no dodge.
well,
Yeah.
I mean,
A moment of silence for the poor gnomes.
the thing is though, they've got wrestle, so they're pretty much telling dwarves, "You're not gonna get us with block at least."
I
Still
guess
gonna get
that's
killed by
something.
flipping three double dice on them. Now I will say this though: if you get thrown and you get prone, you have jump up, so you don't lose any movement in that one regard.
Yep,
If you survive the throw.
if you
If you
can.
survive the throw.
But let's move on to Glad's favorite team, the Goblins.
The goblins.
He was
Yeah, she has
just said it
chainsaws all the way.
earlier. I do like goblins though. I mean, they're cool, but dwarves still won't. All right, dwarves still won't kill them though.
Well,
Control Slayer.
they have bribing corruption. Now we've got the Goblin linemen. Pretty much no change there, apart from having deviant skills. Looney's still there. We've got Bombardier, still there. We have the Ooglin, he's still there with all his stuff. The Doom Diver, always a fun player to throw at people.
Yay!
Fanatic, Pogua, but here's the fun part. Their two trolls have no loner.
They needed it.
Yay!
They probably they kind of still need no really stupid, but they're not gonna get rid of that.
No, they're never gonna get rid of that.
But
Yeah,
however,
unfortunately.
one of the deviant skills the special weapons have is called Saboteur. Now, this new
Go
skill.
on.
Now, this only works if you have the secret weapon trait. Now, if you get knocked down before armor roll can be applied, you have to roll a dice. 1, 2, 3, nothing happens. 4, 5, 6, the weapon blows up, knocking the guy who punched you down, and that means you're safe from getting hit and hurting armor.
Oh, so that's awesome for flipping loony.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. You say the weapon blows up. Does that mean they lose the benefits of the weapon? How does that work?
Basically, it blows up, and what happens is they just go back in the change room, get a replacement weapon.
Okay, so you'll need your bribes on hand if you expect to see again.
Yep.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they're gonna get punched and killed anyways. I mean, now at least they have a chance to not get killed, and
Yeah.
and there's a chance that they can hurt the other player, right?
No, it doesn't hurt them. It just
Yep.
knocks them on their ass.
Well, the chainsaw's probably gonna get killed anyway, so
Yeah. So it's either
this is better.
Yep. And speaking of more stunties, let's go to the halflings. Now,
Yay! Master Chef, please.
now
Give me a good meal.
the treemen, they have no loner as well. We've got the catcher, the hefter, which is the blocker, their main punchy guy. That works. And we also have the halfling lineman, which they're a little bit better than the gnomes because they've got dodge. They're going to survive a little longer than they are.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like that's why gnomes are just trash.
Yeah, they are of course halflings, so they have less armor than most of the cities we're familiar with. So
Well, the gnomes. It looks like the gnomes have the same flipping armor.
Which
Yeah, 7+.
Yeah, it's
Minus their flipping wolf, or not wolf, but fox. They
Fox.
wouldn't have a wolf. Fox is flipping even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you've got your them, which they haven't changed much. They're the same as always. So no changes on them. Except for the
with
fact
two
No, but
treemen.
these flipping gnomes are just absolute trash, dude.
It's good to have variety, but yeah, they are garbage teams.
A
well,
moment of silence for the poor gnomes.
I mean, the good thing about the halflings is they can all get deviant skills as a secondary.
Yeah,
Do they?
mind you,
Yep.
because the halfling the gnomes are so garbage, I would play them in a second if we
Well,
were
dude,
selling Blood Bowl
halflings
3.
get devious on their secondaries.
Yep.
So why would you ever play gnomes when you can play a flipping halfling?
Because they're garbage, and I would play the garbage teams just because it's funny.
No, I'm not talking about you. You play
Yeah, no,
flipping
that's
Innistrad Chaos.
I do things because it's stupid and there's no point to it, but it works out half the time.
I can only hope that the inducements for gnomes are at least somewhat decent.
I would
Hope
hope.
they are too.
Oh, yeah. The inducements wise, they're all right, but you also got the access to all the like the star players that you can get, so that can help.
That's good.
Yeah, they're going to need it.
Yeah.
You get 2 tree men, and that's going to be your team. Everything else is going to be loners, man,
Yeah.
or star players.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Punchy.
Yep. So the next
Daddy.
the next team we're going to talk about is the human team. Their special ability is that Team Captain we talked about earlier. So basically, you can pick a player. He gets the pro skill. Yep.
Wait, they're
Okay,
lower
there it is.
3+. Same, or is that lower?
Which one?
For the ogre.
Loner plus, isn't that? No, yeah, that's better, isn't it? That's better in chaos. I think chaos
Yep.
is a flipping 4+. for the
Yeah,
big guy.
they've got a better.
Yes.
However,
What? Bullcrap!
however, the humans have lost.
Wow, they're ogre.
The humans have lost 2 of their blitzers.
Okay, well,
No, not 4
if their
blitzers.
big guy is 3+, then yeah, they lose their blizzard. All right, that's a good trade-off.
But
Okay.
their blitzers get tackled as also another trade-off.
Whatever,
They
I don't
stole
care.
the dwarves' tackle.
Yep. And also the biggest change for the human catcher is now strength 3 instead of strength 2.
See that? Okay, so
He's-
balance.
he's
Okay,
been working out.
all right. I see you humans. You're trying.
Yeah, he got sick and tired of being the butt of everyone's joke there for being so wimpy.
Weakling.
Yep. So
Grub.
the humans have become a little more like, I would say a little more balanced. Like they become like the jack of all teams that they should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're more generalists than versus just more like they were still generalists in the past, but they're a little more on the punchier side because of 4 blitzers.
Yep.
Now they can still do it, but they kind of need to level up more.
Yep. And speaking of more humans, we're going to go to the one that Ove absolutely despises, the Imperial Nobility.
Boo. Bretonians are better than you.
Well, you should know something weird though. They have bodyguards, which is they kind of crap because of movement, but they're essentially just like the old Bretonians.
Yeah. Yeah, they basically are. I think the old Bretonian blockers, which is stand firm and wrestle as well, was 80k for their price.
Yep.
Actually, no, with the
However, they did give them... Now, they have changed the Bretonians a little bit. First off, the bodyguards were movement 4, now they're movement 5. Got a movement buff.
Okay, so they bucked in that one regard.
The Throw,
they slow boys.
The Throw, however, got a new skill called Give and Go. Now, what that does is when you perform a handoff, normally you have to stop and that's it. You can't move, right? However, if you hand off, you can still move.
Didn't they have something similar in the 2024 edition? Or was that passing?
That was passing.
Like running past.
Running past that. Now it's...
I can't remember.
Yep. And they also have the pro skill as well as a starter.
Yep, handful of pros going around there. They don't have the special rule for team captain, though, interestingly enough, so you can't get extra pro that way.
Nope.
The old peasants are now the retainers for the flipping linemen.
Yeah, they've also turned the noble blitzers having block, catch, and pro.
Actually pretty good. It was weird, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially 4 of their starting players having pro there.
Yep. And next, we're going to go to another team you guys have not seen yet. Khorne.
Blood, murder,
they're
kill.
essentially more frenzy chaos team.
Yep. But they've...
Yeah, sadly no Minotaur for you, just a blood spawn.
Yep.
Cool.
But you've got the Brawling Brutes with them, which makes sense.
Punchy.
Even though... Wait. The Khorne doesn't have bloodletters.
No, this is the Khorne human variety, not the demons.
Bull crap. I feel cheated here. Where's my flipping bloodletters like in Blood Bowl 1?
I want them as well. I was fuming when I saw this. But where are they? I want bloodletters.
Like,
yeah.
We
want bloodthirsters and bloodletters.
Yeah, the blood spawn should have been a flipping bloodthirster. Like, this is bullcrap.
Yep. So, for those unaware what they have their main linemen have all got frenzy. Their corner,
Good old Norse play.
the Conagors. Now these guys are monsters. They have horns, juggernaut, jump up, and fixed skull.
That's their
A lot,
best football
a
player
lot
on
of
the team.
skill. Yeah, a lot of skills there. Geez, jump up. Don't know how practical that is, but deadly if done right.
They're gonna make sure they get up and wait. They don't have frenzy.
They don't. They're controlled.
The flipping heck is this?
And then you've got the Bloodseekers. That's the Chaos Warriors. They have frenzy. And last but not least, we have the Bloodspawn, Claw, Frenzy, Loner, Mighty Blow, Unchanneled Fury.
Feel cheated here. These are not the corn team I wanted. I wanted the Bloodletters and the other one.
The
Corn
Bloodthirster.
Wing. Bloodthirster, yeah.
Bloodthirster and Bloodletters, yes.
Yep.
We want murder in
This is a
glorious
wimpy
demon
corn
fashion.
team.
Well, I've actually used them in a recent season. They're not bad, but they are very...
Wait. Black, before you go on that tangent, I'm just saying this because there should have been demons, not humans.
Well, you never know. We might see a demon team in the future because there have been rumblings that they're coming.
But this not a
Yeah.
corn team.
Yeah, although we didn't really have a demon either for the Nurgle for Blood Bowl 2, did we?
Go back to Blood Bowl 1.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I know. I remember them having the Bloodthirst in that. It just makes sense, unfortunately,
Like,
considering the Nurgle team we
You
got.
know,
Blood
if
Bowl
they
2.
if they didn't want to get the Bloodthirst, they could have flipping at least get a Bloodletter on a flipping robot bulldog.
Oh, you mean the Blood Crusher?
Yeah,
Well,
Stomp over everything.
yeah.
they should at least have that. I mean, come on.
Well-
But it's such a cool model too. Everyone would have bought it.
True.
Especially an updated new model.
Well, speaking of new changes, we're going to go to Oaf's other favorite team. He loves his scaly ogres, the Lizard Men.
Scaly Ogres! Yeah, Scaly Ogres. All the sources, strength 5.
Oh, they're flipping worse. They have Juggernaut now.
Yep. They have Juggernaut, but they're unsteady.
Everyone's steady.
So it means they got to use their natural
Aw.
agility to get the ball, unfortunately.
When has that stopped me before?
Good point.
Hasn't.
And that's probably the only change with the Lizard Men. It's just... Oh, yeah, and one thing. The Source Blockers have gone from 95 to 90. They went down by 5k.
Yeah, okay. I think they were 80k if I remember correctly for Blood Bowl 2, so yeah, still pricey boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you got
Can't get all
Juggernaut.
your sources at the beginning.
But you got Juggernaut. That makes you like you could just like go crazy with blitzes and go like not have to worry about going down.
You can fight big guys very easily. Ogres are just going to say, I guess I'm not going to fight you now.
Yeah, remind me what Juggernaut is there again. Is that just the one that ignores stand firm and things like that on a blitz?
What it does is if you
Oh, wait, I'm thinking of something else.
blitz and you get a buff down, instead of you going down, it counts as a push.
Wait, I was thinking of flipping
Yeah.
Dauntless. That's what I was thinking.
You're thinking Dauntless, yeah?
Yeah, Dauntless would be sick on block sources for punching big guys, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Juggernaut's not bad. It's weird, but it's not bad.
Mm-hmm. And then it's time to hit the graveyard because we have the Necromantic team.
Spooky.
Now,
It's a
they-
jack-o'-lantern.
Yep. Now, they have what's called Masters of Undeath, which means if they kill a player, as long as it's strength free, on a roll of a dice, they resurrect them onto their team.
Okay, so kind of what it was before, but it sounds like it's a chance of happening, though.
Yep. Now, the zombies
Just like Nurgle.
have a new skill called Eye Gouge. Now, this is
Debbie.
now the way this works. If a zombie, excuse me, if the zombie lineman pushes a player, that player can no longer assist in any capacity for the duration of that turn.
And
A
steady.
unique ability.
So, for example, like, let's say Glad was playing Undead and Oath was playing the Dwarfs. Glad pushes a Dwarf.
Because why wouldn't I?
Yeah. So Glad pushes a Dwarf. He has God, right? He's the only one with God. But because his eyes have been gouged, he cannot use any skill or trait for the duration of that turn.
Hey, that's actually pretty flipping sick.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep, be very careful standing next to a lineman if they ever get assist.
Yep. The other big change is the ghouls. They now have regenerate.
Oh my god, they're not like fodder anymore.
And
Needed it.
yeah,
They're
they
not
Oh,
did.
you
like a
did.
dime a dozen.
Great. Now at least they're the same as everyone else.
Yep.
They're normal undead.
Yep. The ghosts, they have block, foul appearance, no ball, can't hold the ball, regenerate, and sidestep.
Yeah, basically they're new blitzers since they are remake or rework.
Yep. Then you have the flesh golems who have regenerate, stand firm, fixed skull, and unsteady because they're not very good at picking up balls.
Nope.
And then you've got the werewolves.
Would be funny to see a strength 4 not with unsteady though.
Best player on the team, the Werewolves.
Yep. Have claw,
Yes.
frenzy, regenerate, and they can pick up the ball on a 2 if they're on their own.
They have
So-
such good
Fun,
movement.
fun.
Oh, they're so good flipping players, man.
We love everyone's favorite dogs. We love those boys.
Yep. Now we are going to move on to the beasts of the north, the Norsemen. They have, if they've got to choose a favored, either undivided or corn, if they face chaos to get inducements.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, these are
Fancy.
the new reworks you guys have not seen yet, so I'll explain them. The Norse Raiders have block, fixed skull, unsteady, and drunken. Now,
They also have a beer boar.
yeah, I'll get to him.
Yeah, I
in-
remember that being added.
Yep. The way drunken works is, if you try to go for it, instead of a 2, it will be a 3+ because you're drunk.
Hmm.
Now, the beer
They're
ball,
having too much of a good time on the pitch.
pretty much.
Dude, they also have flipping unsteady.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they're drunk. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't need the ball.
Dang.
Do I?
Who? Why would a raider pick up the ball anyway? Just punch everything in your way.
Until you see a flipping entire dwarf team. It's like, oh,
Yep.
I guess I'm drunk. I might as well try to pick up the ball now.
Yep. Now, the beer ball has a thing called pick me up. The way that works is, at the beginning of its turn, if there's any players within 3 who are down on a roll of 5, they get back up for free without using a movement or an activation.
They're
That's good.
dead.
But unfortunately for the poor,
And it's a 20k beer boar, so
yeah,
are you willing to sacrifice at least 2 positionals at most for beer boars?
not really. I
That's pretty bad.
I only had one, and that's all I used. One for just for laughs.
You can have them as a spare. They're not bad as a spare fighting a punchy team.
Yeah.
There should totally be like a ability that angers all the Norse players if it ever gets knocked out or injured.
They get flipping +1 strength. Now you can't
Yeah.
fight an entire team that's strength
Yep.
4 or 5.
Yeah, suddenly the drunkards are even more aggressive and dangerous because you killed
But-
their beer boar.
Yeah, it only happens though if the beer board dies.
And we also have the Valkyries. They have catch, strip ball, pass, and dauntless.
Wait a minute.
Fancy.
So the Norse are not all male now.
Nope,
Nope.
they have Valkyries.
Yeah, although sadly I can't see a model of them in the picture below, so
Y-
don't
yeah,
know what they
you can see
actually
one.
look
Yep.
like.
She looks.
You can
Oh,
see
is there one?
Yeah, she's right next to
Oh,
the.
the
beer.
one with the ball.
Yeah, she's next to the beer ball.
Yeah, which unfortunately only see the beer and only a tiny bit of the boar.
Yep.
Oh, she's right there.
So while we're thinking about that, let's move on to another chaos team. The smelly.
Wait,
dis-
you didn't want to talk about the Ulfrenirs and them being unsteady too?
Yeah, not really, because I think it was going to be the same with them because they're wild.
I'd be like that.
Yeah.
No one cares about you anyways, I guess, Ulfrenirs.
Poor all foreigners.
I
Nice
mean-
solid boys though.
I mean, the Berserkers are the only other team who could pick up a ball without being drunk somehow. Don't ask me why. But
It doesn't make sense.
But anyhow, let's go to
Anyway.
let's go to the smelly, repugnant Nurgle.
Stinky.
Oh, so
Yeah.
your cousins. I got you, Black.
Very funny. But they also have
Sorry.
they also have the Brawling Brute trait, which makes sense.
Punchy.
Now we'll start with the Rotted Linemen. They've got Decay and Plague Ridden. It's pretty much their standard thing they got.
The same thing, but they do have the D.
But
Nope.
The
Devious.
devious.
yep, but their pestigores are terrifying because they have
Ooh.
horn, regenerate, fixed skull, and steady footing.
Wait. Though you can only get 2 of them. I think in the past you can get more than 2. Was it 4
Yes,
in
they've
the past?
4 they could, but now they've relegated the 2.
Yeah.
But they got steady
That's-
footing and fixed skull, so they are harder to bring down.
That's better. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still gonna be the same for punching wise, but now
Yep,
you
they are.
rely on only 2 players to really pick up the ball. So if they go down, you're screwed.
Gonna be awkward. Yeah, one is your runner, the other is gonna be your blitzer primarily.
As for the bloaters, now they've got a new ability, stand firm.
Stand
So,
firm.
bad.
Can't push them around anymore.
Yep, you can't push them.
I'm still waiting for a
What the
strength
heck?
4 player that doesn't have unsteady though. I'm just waiting for it.
The Chaos Chosen doesn't have unsteady.
Yeah, they don't have steady and
There
chosen.
you go.
Yep, it's just and the big guy, pretty much the same. No changes on him. He's just the same.
What the heck is Pick Me Up?
Oh, it's the same thing, like with the beer ball.
Wait, what?
Ew.
You?
I do not want to pick me up from a rot spawn. Please no.
He's gonna pick you up with his tentacles.
Oh god, that's even
I
worse.
know. It's just, when I,
Because
I,
he
was,
has
I was
tentacles.
waiting for one of you to spot that. I was waiting for that.
Any of these,
Dude, that's actually a bit of a buff though.
Yeah,
It is,
that's
yeah.
pretty good.
I mean, think about
Yeah,
it.
you
If you're fighting a very bashy team, you have Pick Me Up. It's like all your Chaos blockers right beside your Chaos spawn. Pick Me Up. Oh, you didn't ever punch me down, buddy.
they just get back up and punch you right back, or at least are in a
Exactly.
good position too.
So that's a bit of a buff. Since they lose 2 of their pestigores, that's a buff.
Yep. They've given, like I said, they've given a lot of buffs to some of the players like them. I mean, some of them are.
I mean, nothing I've seen so far has been as ridiculous as the dwarf so far. But I like that buff. I like that buff for a Nurgle team.
Yep.
Yep, 60k rerolls too, which I can't remember if they always had that or it was
I
70k.
think they're slightly cheaper. I think
Yeah, they are.
slightly cheaper.
They are slightly cheaper, just by 10.
Fancy.
But
I'm still not going near. I do not want that pick me up, regardless.
and next we have
the tentacles, man. The tentacles.
next up is Sife's favorite team, the Ogres.
Yes. And they also got new positional since Blood Bowl 2 as well.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
I guess only one.
Before we start with the ogres, hey, Oath. Do you know how to make an octopus laugh?
No, I do not. Do I want to know?
Anyways, that was it.
All right, but so the Ogre teams have Bowling Brute and Low Cost Lineman. Now, Low Cost Lineman is basically the Snotlings or Nobblers do not contribute to the team value.
Ooh.
Free boys, so lots of inducement for you for your game.
Yep. So the Nobblers have Sidestep, Right Stuff, Stunting, Titchy, which basically Titchy means when they dodge on a 2+, ignoring tackle zones. Sorry.
Okay. Before I think it was a +1 to their dodge there, just based on their regular agility in Blood Bowl 2, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but Twitchy gives them extra buffs because they can like sneak around
Wait.
easy.
They don't have swarming anymore.
No, they don't. Unfortunately, only one.
Gasp.
Only one team has that.
It was too menacing, I guess.
Then you have your Ogre blockers, and the good news is for you, Scythe, all the Ogre team has no bonehead, no loner rule. It's
Yeah, really good.
kicked out the window.
Good.
And you also have the Ogre punch runner who can kick a Snotling downfield.
Yay! Kicking snotlings, because why not?
Because why? Yeah, it's perfect.
I can honestly
Aiming at the dwarf.
Yep,
The face.
Yep.
Bam.
you can do
They're
that.
To the face.
You can do that. So I could see
And everyone cheers for you.
Yep.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, is there like potential for SPP as well, based on passing or kicking stunties as well?
Passing only but he has to land and not get hurt. That's the caveat.
It'll still be funny either way.
Yep. Next up is the Old World Alliance team. Now,
The weird team.
They got a buff. They got a big buff.
they got a buff, but also
I want to know.
they've also got a nerf as well in certain areas.
They got a massive buff. Flipping half their team doesn't have loner.
Yeah, unfortunately, yep. They don't have loner. That's one of the big buffs.
Flipping needed it because no one wanted to play that team.
Yeah, but the nerf is most of their team, right, can't pass for Jack.
Well, who cares?
Who cares?
You're a half dwarf team, and you can still run the ball just fine because you're half a human team.
Just murder the other team while you're at it.
Yep. Now they also have a big guy in Ogre, but they've not changed. So that's the only buff they had really. The rest is just for normal.
Their big wait. Their flipping treeman does not have loner.
No, he's the only.
Yeah,
buff.
I don't.
Ridiculous.
Damn, that's scary. That's scary. 3+ on the ogre still though, but the tree without loner, that's scary.
Yeah,
Mhm.
really.
You talking about? Where's the nerf? I haven't seen a nerf yet.
The human thrower, he could pass on a 2+.
Oh, great, 2+. I got sure hands. F you.
Yep.
Screw you, I wasn't passing anyway.
I'm gonna be punching you with my treeman that doesn't have loner.
Yeah. I think they did that with the Overworld, like you said, for people to play them because nobody was playing them for obvious damn reasons.
This f***ing team is broken. They're about as bad as the dwarves. Wait, no, they're technically a little bit worse than dwarves because. Oh yeah, you got a flipping secret weapon with your death roller. Well, I got a treeman that doesn't have loner, so yeah. F you.
Yeah,
Well,
Tree Man doesn't care about your fanatic there. I'm gonna step on it anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to another team where I think we all want to talk about is the Orc team.
They got nerfed.
Orcs.
Now, first off, they have Team Captain and Brawling Brute as their main special rule.
Kind of
Orcs, great.
Oh yeah.
Kind of interesting how orcs and regular humans are the two so far we've seen with Team Captain. Or was there a third one I missed?
No, they're the only two.
Wait, don't they? Wait. Didn't the Elven Union have team captain?
No. I'll take a quick goosey gander. No, they didn't. Don't have it.
Didn't?
Nope.
Yeah, so far the two most generic vanilla potential teams anyway to have the Team Captain.
Yeah. However, the Orcs
Surprise.
did get a nerf though. Unfortunately, they've lost 2 biggins and 2 blitzers.
Aww.
Notice about the 2 blitzers. Yeah, flipping screw orcs. Just play dwarfs.
However,
Really?
but both of them did get good buffs. For starters, let me explain. The Gom Lyman can now pass on a 3 instead of a 5 for the Orc team.
Great.
Weird.
Yep. The Blitzers have now got block and break tackle.
Yeah, does it actually do anything for them though? Because they would dodge on a 3+ anyway.
Yes, actually it does.
How would that be useful?
Because break tackle has changed. Now, if you're strength 3, you add 1 for your first dodge, so you become a 2+ dodger on your first dodge.
Oh god, the orc blitzers are now becoming elves.
Mostly. But the bad thing is, they lose 2 of their strength 4 players. That's really big. And they lose 2 of the blitzers, so they lose 2 people that start with block. Well, I mean, yeah, you got break talk, big deal. Yes, the flipping big start with Mighty Blow, which is great. I mean, Taunt's good too. But, yeah, you lose some of your flipping line. And your flipping troll has loner.
Yep.
4+ at that too, as opposed to the train troll.
The big ends, however, they've got Mighty Blow, Thick Skull, and the newest skill, Taunt. Now, the way Taunt works, if he gets pushed, he sticks the finger up and insults you, and you have to come towards him. You have no choice in the matter.
So you have to follow up, basically.
Yep. So say for example,
Like an anti-fin.
yep. So basically, say the god play with God, he gets pushed. Says, "No, you'll come with me, buddy," and you break the god.
A weird little trait. I'm interested to see
Trait,
how
it's not
practical that
bad.
could be.
But I mean, at the same time, I mean that's weird. That's good. That's good in some situations. But like, you're losing 2 blitzers and 2 big uns.
Well,
You have 4 positionals gone there at least.
I'm not liking this changes for the work team.
the reason they're doing this is because they're trying to avoid redundancy of models. Basically, if you have like when you have to buy 2 boxes against half these guys, so they're trying to like give it redundancy. Which I've always said, just make a booster kit. That's all you got to do. But it's GW, so what do I know?
Money.
Probably.
Yep.
Money, money, money.
But let's move on to another team, the Undead.
More undead.
Now the Undead,
Tools are still good.
the Undead,
Yeah.
the Undead have got a buff. They're
Do
zombies.
tell.
Well, they're zombies. Have got eye gouge.
Okay, that's kind of a theme so far with the zombie lineman or
Wait a
undead
minute.
lineman.
Oh, never mind. That's just new. They already seen that before.
Yep. The right blitz, however, have now got tackle and fixed skull now.
Block and tackle.
Yep, on the right blitzers.
So they're slightly more anti-elf and anti-Amazon. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I mean, Thick Skull is great too.
And the mummies
Cool.
have mighty blow.
They already had Mighty Blow.
Yep.
Yeah, they already start with that. They were scary big guys. And
Yep.
no loner or nega traits even. They're
Yeah,
terrifying.
that's what made them so scary in the past.
Yep. And they're still scary. I think, I'll be honest, they are one of the top teams, I think, the Shaman Undead, because they just got more.
They didn't change much of anything, and they got it pretty much just buffed. I
Yeah.
mean, their whites got buffed. They're flipping ghoul runners. They have Regenerate now. Eye Gouge is great on a zombie, so now you think, oh, do I want more movement, or do I actually want Gouge Eye for my lineman?
Yeah, they were pretty much already a top 3 team, I believe, for Blood Bowl 2's eras and rules.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I think, I'll be honest with you, I'm probably going to see a lot of people take the Undead because of that, because the fact that because the zombies can go, right, I'm going to push you and eye gouge you. It means you're not helping or doing anything for the rest of my turn, so I can go and mob up and beat someone else up.
Well, heck, flipping, you
just-
can push them, use Eye Gouge, and now they can't use their skills if you blitz them, right?
Yeah, they can't.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, you can't. They can't use their god or anything to help. They just literally just.
So they can't, like, if you blitz, like, oh my gosh, that just sounds broken. If you push a, like, let's just say, for example, there is a Grill Knight that has Blodge, that has all sorts of different skills, and you push him with a zombie, he loses all those skills, and now you can go kill him with Mighty Blow.
Yep.
It's well, he
Yeah,
does.
even with
he,
the
well, he keeps
yeah,
his-
even
he
with the
keeps-
mummy
he
with
he keeps his block, but what he loses, he just can't assist or do anything. He's literally blind.
Okay, so Gouge Eye, you said they lose all their skills. That's
All-
what you said.
yeah,
So
all-
you misinterpreted what
yeah,
it meant.
Yeah, I apologize. Basically, he loses any ability to help, assist, or skills that will help him. So basically, he's just literally.
Okay.
So the only thing he has is his block. That's it. Everything else is off the table.
Well, he has block dodge. He doesn't have anything that like assists, like
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah. So
Or I guess he doesn't have. If he had Dauntless, he wouldn't. Not Dauntless.
yeah,
If he had
Yeah.
Defenseless, he wouldn't. You'd be able to use Defenseless, right?
he wouldn't be able to use that either.
steady footing there probably wouldn't apply either.
No, because it's basically he's distracted. It's mainly if you got like a god, like if you got like god line and you push one, poke him in the eye, he can't use his god to help anyone else. He's buggered.
I was thinking
Yeah,
like he
but-
loses all of his skills for how you said, and it's like,
No.
okay, this is pretty broken. I'm going to flip and push you, and then I'm going to flip and kill you.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the wording is for that skill there.
Yeah, it
How
is
it discriminates between block and all the other ones.
the next one we're going to talk about is somewhat lisp he has, which is the Skaven.
Yes, yeah.
Now, unfortunately for all Skaven players, I'm sad to say they've lost their 2 gutter runners.
Yep, yeah. So no 4 gunner runners just running everywhere.
However,
So you want to play some throwers? That's fine.
however, the Gunners did get a new skill, stab.
Well,
There's
heck, I
stab,
wasn't
but
even
they
looking
don't.
at that. I was looking at their flipping blitzer.
Oh, their blitzers are.
Ooh, yeah, blitzer.
He got the
Oh.
He got the biggest buff. He's now movement 8 instead of 7. He has block and strip ball.
I think I saw
Yes,
a strip
yes.
ball.
Oh, yeah.
The bane of all runners at this point. Now you just gotta get him to him.
Not only that, they have the deviant skill, which, if I recall, eye gouge is a deviant skill.
Gut runners and clan rats do.
Yep, and so does the blitzers on a secondary.
Yep. But you're never going to take a DV skill when you have mutations that you can grab.
Yeah, probably
True.
there.
True.
Or
Because
dodge.
blitzers are for blitzing, not for dirty plays, at least. Not
Or,
if-
or,
if-
or, you can,
if you-
or you can dodge for blodge. So, yeah.
Well, it depends.
Either way.
It depends how you want to do it. You know what I mean? Because it's really how you.
Yeah.
Here
So a bit of a nerf, but also a bit of a buff with the strip ball. But
we are.
in long games, it is a bit of a nerf because gutter runners are essentially your bloodline and winning
Ooh,
games in the past.
right. Here
Yeah,
it
you
is.
no longer have 4 gutter runners you could kind for redundancy's sake if they start dying off at least. Now they're even more precious to keep them on the
Yep,
field.
here we are.
Yep.
I've got eye gouge here. It says here, when an opposing player is pushed back by the player, the opponent player cannot provide offensive or defensive assistance until their next activation.
It says assistance, so I'm assuming defenseless, or no, that's a defensive. But you said defensive, so offense, defense is defenseless, guard,
Yep.
and I guess the one with the foul assist thing. I forget
Yeah.
which one that was.
Put the boot in.
Yeah, so he won't be able to use those.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, for guard teams like dwarves, if you're able to push the guy, that makes the rest of the blockers just go down at least.
Yep.
They have flipping
A
R
little
value
bit
10
more.
plus. So
And
Just
now,
gotta get past all the other defensive dwarves.
exactly.
and the next team is another one I would see probably safe play, the Snotlings.
Yay.
Yeah, they were definitely a favorite, it sounds like, when they finally came in.
Yep. They have
Because
bribe.
they have swarming!
Yep. They have swarming, bribe, and corruption, and they're low cost linemen, which means all their Snotlings don't value to team values.
Is that all? Let's see. Is which one specifically I'm curious about, or is it
It's-
just the snotling linemen that don't count?
It's just the Snotling linemen.
Okay, then.
Insignificant.
So put it this way,
Ugh.
you can have, and I'm not joking here, you can have a team value of Snotling of 400 and can have 600 in inducements.
Doesn't that sound familiar?
Indeed.
Yep.
All the special players.
Yep.
Flipping malt. I remember that bull crap that he would pull off.
Yep.
Oh.
Now you've got Snotling linemen. Then you have the Fun Hopper, which is basically a Pogo version.
Pogoer.
Yep. But unlike the Pogo Goblin, he has sidestep.
And he has one less movement.
Yep. You have the
He's got a shorter pogo.
Yep. You have a bombardier called the Foomflinger. Then you've also got the other one, the running one, who's got sprint. I don't know why you would put
Wait.
sprint on him.
Well, what'd you call it, the
They'll-
flinger?
The Fungoid Flinger.
Fungus flinger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what his actual name is, at least.
Fungus flinger.
Now, the big change is on this team, not only the trolls have no loner, but the pump wagons are no longer secret weapons.
Shoot.
That's good.
That's
Strength 5.
pretty good.
Yep, strength 5. So they're basically just generic big guys that are 10 plus on armor. So yeah, they're like they're just weaker trees and pretty much as cheap as a troll too. Geez,
They're cheaper than a troll.
Yep. And
even
not,
more so. Geez.
and not only that, they have dirty player.
And no loner.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Yep. And dirty player has changed a little bit, stating that if you break the armor on a double, you don't get sent off. As long as you don't roll a double on the
Hey.
casualty.
I mean, that's not bad. You're never going to use it, but it's better. Unless you, like, killed everyone.
Oh, but
Yeah,
during the fun part, they can actually pick up the ball now.
Good God.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. I'm just looking. Do they have the unsteady? They don't have the unsteady roll too. Oh my God, they can pick it up on a 2+.
You know the trolls don't have unsteady too. You know that, right?
Yeah, but it says, but like I said earlier about unsteady, big guys count as well as unsteady.
Ah,
All their big guys.
okay. I got excited for a moment.
Yeah, punk wagons are big guys, so
Yeah, they can't get up.
they can pick it up. But,
All right, so much for that.
but they'll be on a 5+.
Yeah. So they're not going to pick it up.
Unless someone kicks the ball out and you go, yep, I'll have it.
Yeah, that'll
Anyways.
be funny. Just level up your snot wagon by picking up and running the ball with it.
Mm-hmm. Next is the return of another team, the Tomb Kings.
Tomb Kings are back.
And there's only one change, and it's to the Tomb Guardians.
Brawler.
Yep. For those unaware what Brawler does, if you roll a both down, you could choose to re-roll that one.
They got the
least
Walmart
this-
version of block.
Yeah, at least re-roll a single both down.
Yep.
The
So
Walmart
they're back.
version of block.
Yeah,
Yep.
they are definitely intimidating boys.
Yep, they were one of the two teams that were released for this edition, them and the Bretonians. So it was no surprise.
Bitch ass.
I'm looking at the next team.
Yep.
Oh,
The Underworld Denizens.
their flipping big guy did not need loner.
No.
Aww.
No. I mean, but they also have now Animosity Goblin. Which means that when a goblin
They didn't
tries,
have that.
they have animosity, but now it's Pacific.
So they can
Yes, it does.
handle the other rats at least now, finally.
Yeah, the rats.
No, they always had that. They can always hand off to the rats.
Yeah, but now you got to roll a dice. If you roll a 1, the rat will not accept anything from the goblin. He'll try and kill him.
That's what I'm saying. That never changed.
Yeah, but now they've put it mostly like now they tell you what specifically. I mean,
Now they have animosity and they show it, but in the past, I'm pretty sure it was never towards other Skaven to begin with.
Yeah, I can't recall how it was, at least for Blood Bowl 2's Underworld.
I'm more than confident that the Skaven never had animosity towards each other.
and you've also
I
got-
just recall it was, just can't remember how it worked.
then you have the Snotlings as well in the team.
Yay, Snotlings, because yeah, that was
They
kind
did-
of a terror with the Underworld team, having them like run rampant with the
Yeah, that was the big thing for them. They had swarming in the past, now they don't.
Yeah,
yeah, I think I heard a lot about Underworld being terrifying because of swarming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were just horrors to deal with. They were the #1 ranked team for most of the last edition.
Yes, just as it should be.
If I do remember though, back in Blood Bowl 2, there was no gutter runner though.
Nope. Because now you got to
But they have a gutter
They
runner
had
now,
two
so-
blitz. Yeah, they had 2 blitzers, and then they changed that.
Yep.
Yeah, now there's only one blitzer and a gutter runner.
Governor-
Which, in all reality, gutter runners are really good players, so it's a buff
Yes.
compared to Blood Bowl 2
Yep,
in that regard.
and-
Yeah, especially since this Skaven blitzer has strip ball too as well.
and also they have a throw as well to boot.
Well, they always had
Yep,
throwers.
They
Yeah.
they always had throwers. It's just one now. I think you had a choice of getting
Yep.
2 for Blood
Yeah, I
Bowl 2s
think
at
I
least.
think it used to be 2.
And the next team is a team that you guys have not seen yet. The Vampire team, the new version.
We
Oh my
have
God,
seen
I
it, but
think
we
we're at-
haven't seen an official version.
Yeah, and I think they're actually decent now, which is kind of interesting.
Well, I've
They
been
changed Bloodlust though, didn't they?
yes, and I'll explain in a minute. I've played them recently in this recent season. They're good, but they can be frustrating at times.
I mean, we played
Yeah.
Blood Bowl 2 version of Vampires, so I mean, how much more frustrating is that?
Yeah, they were always frustrating. Let's be honest.
Yep. So
And now they got a big guy.
Yep. So let's start out with the Thralls. No change. They're the same. Now,
Why would you start off when we know they're the same?
yep. Just want to get them out of the way. But
Still cheap fodder.
Now we have one of the new players called the Vampire Runner, has Bloodlust 2, Hypnotic Gaze, and Regenerate. Now the way Bloodlust runs now, basically, if you fail a Bloodlust, if you fail to eat a thrall, you just stay on the pitch, but you lose all your tackle zones.
It's old wild animal.
Pretty much.
It sounds like it. Just 2+, at least for these first few players, and then 3+ for the bigger guys.
Yep. Then you got the Thrower. Pretty much the same as the Runner, but difference is he's strength 4 to the Runner's strength 3. And he's one.
I'd be expected.
Yeah,
But he's also
movement 8 on the runner too.
Yeah. But he is currently one of the best passers in the game with a 2+.
2+ agility, 2+ passing. Yeah.
Well, the runners
scary.
have 2+ agility.
Yep. Next we have the
Well, technically all of them have 2+ besides the big guy, I suppose.
Yep. And then we have the Vampire Blitzers who have Juggernaut. And finally, the Volgeist, the giant bat guy in the back of the picture, he has Claws, Frenzy, and Loner 4.
Yep, you're probably not going to get him until late game.
Yep, Vampire's got a big guy now.
Yep. You can get him early game if you go by buying, let's just say, a Thrower, Runner, and Volgeist, and that's it. You get him.
That's what I'm saying, but why would you ever get that when you get 2 Blizzards, 2 Throwers?
The way I went Volgeist first, Runner and Thrower, and rest Thralls to keep my team from not having pretty.
It's because you're a lunatic.
What? But we like to punch stuff reliably and not have to worry about dang Loner failing us.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure that me and Oath will probably go with Vampire Thrower, Vampire Blitzer, and then maybe a Lineman, and if we have extra Thrower, if we have enough rolls, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll definitely be fun once they get their blodge going, but it'll take some time since they don't start with it, unfortunately.
Wait, isn't it still 100K to start a team?
1 million, yes.
Let me do some math.
Doing math on video, on stream. This is gonna go well.
Dude. I haven't fully played this Vampire team before.
Yeah.
I haven't either, to be honest there, but yeah, we see how they performed in Blood Bowl 2. Not well.
Yeah. But like I said, they're not a bad team. Just very frustrating at times when you have a rules of like ones on a turn when 2 of your vampires just literally have a fit.
Yeah, just like with the ogres and all that, we're kind of already trained to an extent. They're just better now, at least. Actually decent from what I understand.
Oh yeah, they're more decent. And then the last team is the what else?
Ooh, elves, more elves.
Yeah.
The fragile elves. Punch them, hit them while they're down.
Now, the only player that has any form of a buff has been the elf thrower. He has safe pair of hands, which means that when he tries to throw the ball, when he throws the ball, if he fails or fumbles, he chooses where the ball goes.
No, that's not bad.
Keep it somewhere where it can't just randomly be picked up on a bad roll, at least.
Just gonna make sure that's correct.
I see their catcher is still strength 2, so still an easy punching bag if you can get past the dodge somehow.
Oh no, sorry, I made a mistake there. Safe pair of hands is if the player will be knocked down or fall over or be placed whilst in position of the ball. And before he becomes prone, he may place the ball into any adjacent unoccupied square from...
Dude, I just did the math. Sorry, I'm going on my vampire team because I was making a team.
Yeah.
You can do 2 vampire throwers, 2 vampire blitzers, a runner, 3 rerolls, and then the rest thralls.
Yep.
That's a fancy team there. You just
sounds like the open team of vampires right there.
Yeah, but I went more with thralls just to try because the problem when I've had in a game, every time my thralls get bit, they end up going to the bloody hospital.
Well, we don't really care about them going to the hospital so long as the vampires stay alive because of the thralls.
Yep. But
you're kind of fine with the thralls biting the dust.
Yeah.
And plus, if you use bloodlust or if you get bloodlust, you can try to punch a person in front of you, right?
Yes, you can still punch, but you gotta make sure you're near a thrall to do a bite. The biting action has to be initiated by the end of its action.
So you go first before you lose your tackle zones. Gotcha.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just going. I don't care.
Yep. And
Anyways,
we got-
flipping.
and we got the Wood
what
Elves
else?
team. That's the last team coming up, which is what they've done now with the Wood
Nothing's
Elves.
changed.
Yeah, only one's changed that is the throw. He's now a safe pair of hands, which I've just explained. If he goes down, he chooses where the ball goes.
No one
So, yeah,
really cares. You're still gonna use your 2 war dancers, and
Mhm.
they're still gonna do their shenanigans. Which I do know that Leap got nerfed in the past.
And it's still nerfed
Yeah,
because way leap works now is if you jump, you're getting -1 to the landing if you're in a tackle zone.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
tackle zones apply to the leap now, so that's
Yep.
going to hurt the cage breaking quite significantly.
Good.
Yeah.
There's still a pain in the ass though to deal with. It goes without saying.
Mm-hmm.
They have the only player in the game that starts with Blodge.
Yep.
Yeah,
And-
especially now that the Amazons got retweaked.
Yep.
Yep.
But they did go up in price from 120 to 130.
I don't think I agree with that, but okay.
And that's all the teams. But there's one piece of business we're going to talk about, one of the new rules, which they finally put in. I've been crying for this for a while on this game. They have now added an anti-stalling rule.
Shoot, have they?
Yeah.
Yes?
Is it actually you gonna throw a rock at someone now?
Yep. This is how it works. If the player in question has activated but has not rolled a dice, can score, and he has the ball, if he refuses to score, at the end of the activation, the opposing player rolls a d6. If he matches or beats the turn this happens, he automatically throws a rock at that player, which automatically downs him.
Nice.
Which, keep in mind, it turns, like turn 7 or 8 or at the very end there, basically. It's like always going to be a rock, it sounds like.
No, you got to beat it. So if you reach 7, he's fine. But if it's anywhere between turns 1 to 6, he's fair game to be rocked.
Wait, so how far do they get away from the touchdown zone?
As far as their movement is allowed, that does not require them to do any rolling, such as a block or a go for it or a dodge.
So
How
if
about
they
a
could
dodge?
touchdown, if they could touchdown, that doesn't require dice roll.
Yeah. So, for example,
So that counts for go for it too, then.
yeah. So basically, for example, say your gutter runner is in with 8 of a touchdown. There's no players near him, and he has to activate. He doesn't score. Then that means you roll a dice and say Glad rolls a 6 and it's turn 5. That means Glad throws a rock at the gunner runner, downs him, injures him, and gets the ball.
Yeah.
You know, that's terrible for
Yeah.
flipping Skaven and Wood Elves, or any kind of elf, really.
Yeah.
Yep.
The idea is to stop teams like them from like stalling. Says, look, get on with it.
Yeah, flipping, I can't stall no more. I can't keep my guys safe, but you can punch me to the ground because I'm dwarfs.
Yep. Seems like they should have gotten rid of that rule and just buffed the fucking teams. That's me.
To me, they shouldn't have flipping buffed the dwarf so much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they should have just not buffed the dwarfs, got rid of that rule.
They should have not buffed the dwarves. Well, I mean, I don't mind this non-stalling rule. I
It's
think
not.
that's
It's
actually
not bad.
fine.
I mean, yeah,
But
still.
but the dwarves are OP all out.
Oh yeah, of course. They're the favorite team.
Yeah, that's for darn sure for whoever is doing these rules for Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'll be honest with the dwarves. I mean, yes, they are. They're still strong, but they're not like what I like to call like the ultimate. Like, oh, we've got block tack and all this shenanigans. We can't do jack against them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're just a noob team. Everyone's just going to pick them because they like punching stuff and getting away with it somehow.
And that's essentially what it is. It's just a noob team. Now, yeah, dodge teams can get away from them, but what I'm getting at is since all of them start with block besides their death roller and their runner, you're just going to punch everyone. I mean, you got block. You can get out strength sometimes, but I'm talking about late game stuff,
Oh
or
yeah.
late season stuff, or they're really really strong. Most of their guys have guard. Since they all start with defenseless or not defenseless, but yeah, defenseless or defensive, not defenseless, defensive. If you fight a strength team with guard, you just say "F you," I have guard. That you can't do anything for bashy team versus bashy team
Mm.
unless you just
Yeah.
strictly outstrength them. Good luck outstrengthening a full dwarf team with guard.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I know for tournaments and all that, that may not be a big problem. But for like Blood Bowl 3, where there's literally an eternal league and things like that, that can be an issue.
Yeah. I mean, in tournament wise, they're not that strong. League, different story.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going about old YouTuber league stuff here. If we
Yeah.
had a flipping team or if we have 12 people, that's 12 different games. And if there's a dwarf team in that, it's gonna be absolutely ridiculous at the end of the game or end of the season, especially if there's a gnome team that they're just going to farm SPP off of.
Yep.
I think probably
Yeah,
everyone.
thanks, Scythe.
I think
No problem.
every well, it's not just the gnomes; it's also the snotlings because they're only strength 1 and they'll get butchered.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
saying gnomes
especially
because they don't start with dodge.
yeah, and with brawling boots there, all those dwarves are getting 3 SP per injury too.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if we said like, okay, it's a tournament of 4 people or whatever, like say for example, we want to do a small tournament, one of us plays dwarves. I wouldn't mind so much there, but at the same time, they all start with block, so you had to kind of counter them with an agi team.
Oh yeah,
So
but
it depends on how long the season is and how good the dwarves are going to be.
yeah, I mean, this book has only just come out. We have not seen them yet how they're going to perform. So we might have to wait a few weeks when they get into matches and we'll see how they go. But I'll be honest, I agree with you. In league, the dwarves are going to be absolutely busted. I'll agree with that without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In tournament, probably not, because I think the most broken team in the tournament sector, I think it's the probably like the Skaven, because the fact that they've got a lot of like tricks now to counteract a lot of stuff now.
I was going to say in tournament, who I think the strongest team would be.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have to be an elf team. Wait, what? Did we see high elves? I don't remember looking at high elves. They didn't have much of a change.
I didn't
did
see.
They-
They didn't get a rework. They didn't
No,
get a new team
No,
roster
they
yet.
have no rework yet.
Wait, is high elves even in 2025? I didn't see high elves.
They are. They're in the
No.
they're in the Legends PDF, and they've not changed
Oh.
since the last
Yeah,
edition.
they just never got. Yeah, they just haven't ever got new models since they started doing that for Blood. Was it what was the year 2020 rules when they start updating the teams basically?
Yeah. It was they were putting the Legends, and then as the edition went on, when they brought out their new rules and new gear, new kits, that's when they left the Legends. They're the only
Yeah, they're
team.
pretty much high elves are.
Yeah.
Yeah, high elves are pretty much the only team left that hasn't gotten a rework, at least for the elf teams.
Yep. And
Okay.
if the rumors I'm hearing true that the elves are coming, along with a couple more new teams.
We see Zeech
Demons, right?
and yeah, we need to see Zeech and
Slanesh.
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 Well, that's rumored that they're coming, and there is rumor of a demon team in the horizon. Now, I would love to see a demon team. I would love to see it.
Bloodthirster,
should
give us
already
our
be corn.
Bloodthirster already.
God, if they do a demon team with all 4 Chaos Gods as your players, it'll be insane.
No, but going on to the strongest team in the game, I think is definitely undead, like Shambling,
Oh,
whichever one that was with the mummies.
yeah.
They're probably the strongest,
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah, those big guys are still terrifying.
It's not that they're not terrifying. It's the zombies, because the fact that they can poke someone's eye out means you can't assist or can't assist anyone. You're gonna really ruin some lines' days. I'll tell you that.
Yep, and it's really easy to have those zombies like next to a player to push anyway,
Yep.
because they're your frontliners.
And you know, the funny thing is, the main reason why I'm saying that the undead is the strongest is not really because of the blitzers or the mummies. It's because their ghouls have regenerate now.
Oh yeah, the regeneration ghouls are really good now too.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the
But that
thing.
gash doesn't hurt.
I mean, that's the thing though, because we all know when the ghouls first came, when the ghouls were around, nobody would take them because they had no regenerate. There was no way to keep them alive because if they'd gone, they were gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ghouls were basically kind of your fodder units there. You tried to avoid giving them SPP for your star players,
Yep.
but they were cheap enough you can replenish them at
Yeah.
least decently.
And plus,
Yep. And now you don't have to worry about them as much. You actually can put star player points on them, and they'll feel like a good player.
and not only that,
Although it looks like you can. I'm trying to remember in Blood Bowl 2, were you able to get 4 ghoul runners there? It's 2 now.
Yes,
Yeah.
you get 4, but I'd rather have 2 ghoul runners with regenerate than 4 that don't, because back in the past you never run 4 to begin with.
yeah. But one thing I will say is though, as well, with the ghouls like that buff, and with the zombies getting that buff, it just makes the undead, in my view, one if not the strongest teams, even in league as well, because the fact that they've got ways of nullifying God, and they've also got ways of actually keeping their like ghouls alive. I think they're probably one of the strongest
And
teams.
they're anti-dodge. They have tackle. They're flipping blitzers.
Yeah.
So yeah, undead is like they're not an edge team. They're a mix, but more bashy team because 2 mummies. Mighty blow, ridiculous. But they're just such a balanced team, and with the ghouls with regenerate just makes them really good. I would say besides them, I would say LV Munin is really strong.
Oh yeah.
They're really good. Humans, pretty good, but I would say probably the Orworld Alliance is surprisingly really strong too.
Oh yeah.
Now that the loner's friggin' gone.
Yeah.
Well, I think we all kind of knew that was going to happen, but because
Treatment no loner.
yeah, we all knew that was
Oh
going
God, run away!
We all knew this was going to happen because of the fact of nobody was playing them, nobody was touching them. Now, people are going to touch them now.
Yeah, why would you ever touch a team that half their team has loner? You wouldn't. You might as well play a flipping team journeyman.
Yep.
And never mind, their dwarf players were just worse because I don't think their dwarf blockers even had block, huh?
No.
Or at least their
Animosity too. Can't remember if they did or not. I might be wrong. But yeah, all their dwarf players had loner.
Yep. But and to you, Saif, which team did you like to see of like the changes? Which team did you like?
Well, they're all pretty good. I did like I like the new ogres. Obviously, they're really funny.
Kick your flipping snotling, dude.
The punter.
Yes.
You have 2
Punter's
snotling
funny.
missiles, not just 1.
Yep. But do you want to hear the fun part about the ogres? Because I forgot to mention this. You can throw a teammate and punt a teammate at the same turn.
Hey.
You have
pretty
2
good,
snotling
actually.
missiles.
Yeah, it's perfect. I can kick my team into your team.
It's a Gatling gun of Stotlings.
Snotling gun. Yeah.
Oh my god! Right, Saif. We're nearing the new season of Blood Bowl. If the ogres are the ones that are coming out, I'll give you a holler, and you can play them.
Oh, yeah.
This
Definitely
makes
have
me
to.
want to do a day where it's just us 4 playing Blood Bowl, saying it's the YouTuber mini league. Just
Yeah,
one
we could do
little,
something
to,
small
like-
scale and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, just us 4 just playing like for I don't know, 2 games a day or whatever, or just be 2 weekends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably 2 weekends, something like that. But this is the fun thing. I mean, I like what they've done with the train trolls, like in the Black Orcs, the Goblins, the Snotlings. They don't have loner anymore, which makes them so good.
Yeah, same with Halflings too.
Yeah, we've seen with Undead, especially the Tomb Kings there, when you have big guys with not worrying about negative traits or loners, it's a fun time. You may not
Can't
win,
remember.
but it's a fun time.
Did the Halflings actually had loner on their streaming before? I don't remember if they did.
No, they didn't. I've just checked.
No, they didn't.
No. But the fact is, though, I mean, like I said, you also got ways to be cheeky with, like, the Saboteur is a skill that you can get, which is, like, kind of cheeky. It's like saying, I'm going to knock down, now I'm going to beat you up. Oh, yeah? Boom! You're going down instead.
Yeah, honestly, if we did a new league and whatnot, I'll probably play Goblins first, like I did in the past, the YouTuber league. That was my first team I played.
Ogre.
Goblins.
Dirty tricks.
I'm gonna
All dirty
chainsaw your
trick.
face off.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give it a holler to you guys when the new rules come in, but it will be a while. So
Yeah.
Yeah, just be careful. Sife's probably just gonna pick ogres and kick a bunch of snotlings into your fanatic.
Oh, he's
Of
not gonna pick
course.
ogres. He's gonna pick gnomes, like he said. What are you talking about?
Gnomes are close second, yeah, I will say.
I thought you would have picked Snotlings
It
as your
only comes
first
down
choice.
if they're available.
They're a close third.
Yeah, snotlings are actually in Blood Bowl 3 now, are they?
Gnomes are far more
No,
useless.
No, not yet. We haven't got news of the new team yet, which is probably going to come in the next week or two. So I'll probably know then. But that's the thing, though. I mean, if we were playing like a proper league with us, I mean, we would all have agreement that we would not have the dwarfs in because let's be honest, they get
Yeah,
out.
we're not flipping cheesy here.
No.
Yeah, and we'll still have to wait a bit for these new rules to potentially get implemented in Blood Bowl 3 if we generally want to play for these new rules at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still be down to play some of the new teams anyways, because I think didn't the vampires actually get added in Blood Bowl 3?
Yes, they did. They're the newest team that's currently going.
So I mean, I'll be
Oh,
down to do
God.
a little weekend tournament of just us four.
Yeah.
Run away from the mummies.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't got their upgrades yet, but once that happens with the new rules and upgrade, like I said, they said it was going to be in 2026, so it'll be either the first quarter or probably second quarter. We'll get it. So I'll let you know when that happens. But until then, we'll just have to wait.
We'll see if Cyanide can pull it off or not.
And even still, like I also like to play vampires.
Oh yeah. But anyhow,
Are
folks,
they in Blood Bowl? Yeah, they just came. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
there. Are vampires in Blood Bowl 3? They just came in now,
yeah,
right?
yep,
Yeah.
they've been.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
if you've watched some of my videos, I've been using them. But
Fun.
yep. But anyhow, folks, that's it for this podcast. I hope you enjoyed this experience, and thank you, gentlemen, for popping in to share your wisdom and thoughts.
Yeah, no problem. Flipping, it makes me want to do a little mini league of the YouTube league again.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Blood Bowl.
little mini league, just us four. Just us four.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyhow, check out my buddy's channel in the description below. All their channels will be linked, and we'll hopefully see you next time. Later.
Water.
Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl for the Blood Gods.